Well, hello and welcome to this week's Monday Moments. We are safely 6 feet-ish socially distanted from each other here. I'm Jamie.
I'm Tyler, and this is as close as we ever get.
That's true. That's really true because Tyler smells kind of funny. Anyway, so we are here. We are live now. To talk about what we've got planned for the short-term, hopefully really short-term future, in regards to our programming initiatives that we are calling Hold Please CP. And we actually have a lot of really kind of fun ideas on tap. It's just unfortunate that these are the circumstances that we have to come up with them. As we are we're going to talk through some of the programming initiatives that we've got, and also feel free to please comment if you've got any questions, concerns, comments about any of the programming that we've got coming up, or any of the immediate future of any of the things happening at the theater. I guess to get started here, one of the things is that we're actually pretty excited that we do actually have content that's going to be coming out every day of the week. We've got it mapped out, so every weekday that we will be posting something. We normally always post something on a daily basis because of shows, but we have come up with a bunch of other things to keep you engaged with what's happening at the theater, and to also share your excitement and your just general involvement with community players. And starting off with that is, obviously we'll still be doing Monday Moments every week, even if it is just Tyler from home with the dog, or me at home with the cat. As you can see, we are still here at the theater, and because we haven't been ordered to work from home, and I'm a real jerk of a boss, and I'm not letting Tyler and Elena work from home. No, they can. In fact, they did last week. But coming up on Tuesday, we have a special hashtag that we're going to be running every Tuesday, and it is called Backstage Past. And what we are doing is we are encouraging you to post pictures from backstage in shows that you were in. And you post the name of the show, the year, who was in the picture with you, and maybe anything else you want to say about the show. Use the hashtag BackstagePast, not pass, but past, and we will select on Tuesday. You want to do this on Tuesdays, and then on Wednesdays we will select someone to win some CP merchandise. And I think that's going to be pretty fun. And we know people take pictures backstage of just hanging out or smiling with their castmates. And so dig through your personal archives, post those on your personal page, on your Instagrams, on your Facebooks, on your Twitters, or whatever's.
And don't burn them all in 1 week, because we're going to keep doing it.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah. Don't post like 30 of them tomorrow, because we're going to keep doing this as long as we are in the coronavirus shutdown. So keep holding on to a picture. Just post like one a week. And like I said, you could win some CP merchandise. So let's also talk about something else that we're going to have coming on, and that is our film club that we are starting off. So Tyler, why don't you talk about that? I'm going to kind of move the camera a little closer to you, so hopefully they can hear you better.
So it looks so tiny. But yeah, so we have our Friday film club coming up here, and we are going to be discussing a theater-related movie every Friday. And so that gives you a whole week to check out that movie on your own, and then we're going to come together at showtime, so at 7:30 on Fridays, and we're going to discuss that movie on Google Meet. And anybody can join that with the link that I provided I've created viewer guides for all these movies. And actually, our first one for this first week is Hairspray, the musical version from 2007. So if you find some time while you guys are home this week to watch that movie, it's available on Netflix. And if you don't have Netflix, I've also listed on those viewer guides all kinds of different places where you can rent or buy those. And you can see that on our new homepage that we have that has all this Hold Please CP stuff. So check out the viewer guide there. There's a synopsis, discussion topics, and links, like I said there. And hopefully we can get a good group of people together on a Friday at 7:30. The first one is this Friday to discuss Hairspray from 2007. And then I also have the first four, including Hairspray, the first four movies we're going to be talking about.
And hopefully we don't need more than 4 movies.
Exactly. Hopefully we don't even need those 4. But we're definitely going to be talking about Hairspray this Friday, and next Friday we're going to be talking about Waiting for Guffman. So make sure to check out. That'll be a great one. Yeah,
which is like my life story.
Yes. So it's a great movie musical for the first one, and a great theater-related movie for the second week.
Yeah.
And I'll be bringing all of my Film Foil podcast knowledge to that. So you can look forward to checking that out on Friday. Make sure to watch Hairspray during the week.
Yeah, and we will also post on our Facebook the link to the Google Meet on Friday afternoon-ish probably, so you don't lose it. But yeah, so that's one thing that we're going to be doing. Another thing that we are doing is, you may know that we have a podcast. Everyone has a podcast nowadays. We do too. And so our podcast is called Places Please, but we are launching a mini-series during this shutdown, and this mini-series is called the Hold Please, duh. I was like, what is it called? We had a name. It's called Hold Please. But in this mini-series, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be interviewing people who have participated in community players over the years. Specifically, we are reaching out to people who may not be in the area anymore, assuming we can get all the technology to work right. But right after this, I'm actually recording the first interview for that special mini-series, and we're going to talk to someone local to start us off. We're talking with Terry Terhune, who was the first president of the board of directors here at the theater. We're going to talk about the history of the organization and just kind of how the organization has grown and changed over the years. So it's going to be a pretty exciting thing.
You should also note on there that it's in your same feed. You don't need to subscribe to a separate Hold Please podcast.
Oh, yes.
It's right in the Places Please feed. So if you already subscribed to Places Please, you're subscribed to Hold Please.
Yes, yep, that's a good point, especially if you're not super podcast savvy. So yeah, that's just going to be, if you're subscribed to Places Please, which was formerly our pre-show podcast.
Yes, 1 episode.
It has 1 episode, and now it's going to be used for something else completely. But anyway, let's see. So the podcast. Also, we have a special thing that we have in the works, especially for parents who need educational content for their kids. Tyler, talk about the pay-per-view. No, this isn't pay-per-view. This is actually going to be free. But the video that we're going to be posting at some point.
So about this time last year, we were working on an original show, The Last Ticket Out of Thistleberry Thicket, that I wrote and directed for our Acting Up program. And we are actually going to be making that a video recording of that free and available to all of our patrons to watch on Facebook or wherever you can find it. Probably posted on YouTube as well.
YouTube is probably where it's going to go.
So it'll live on YouTube. We're going to have some study guides for you to use with your kids that Morgan Tunick is actually creating for us. So one, I hope that's a great way that some more people can see that show that we had a great time putting together. And also you can use it as a learning opportunity for your kids that might need some arts classes to take care of while you guys are at home. So Last Ticket Out of Thistleberry Thicket is going to be available on our YouTube channel. We'll post it on our Facebook, of course. We don't have an exact date for that yet, but look for it in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's kind of funny is because we're kind of, I crossed my social distance line. It's kind of funny because, we're not actively producing show right now, but honestly, we have been so busy the last week. Just trying to get all of this additional content ready to roll out and to be involved with.
And also we should say too that don't expect, you should post Hunchback of Notre Dame, you should post other things. The reason that we can and are posting The Last Ticket Out of Thistleberry Thicket is that I am the author and director of that show, so I completely own the rights for that show. So that our posting of past shows is completely limited to the stuff that we've recorded, which is the stuff that I've written and directed.
Yeah.
So please don't ask for us to post other things. It's really limited to that stuff.
Yeah. That is something that a lot of theaters and a lot of people are trying to post some content and stuff. But one of the biggest thing that we've got as a hurdle to that is copyright law, because we just can't legally stream or make available recordings of things. And that includes just singing random songs too. We can't just record Tyler and I singing. Well, me singing and Tyler strangling a frog, but because of copyright law. And individuals can kind of get away with it, but we're a business, and the companies will come and fine us thousands of dollars if we do that. We've got a comment here from Jenny Hofer talking about how excited she is about Last Ticket being...
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's that. The video stuff that we're going to have available. Also, we are doing a quarantine parody song challenge as I turn my page to look at my notes here. And we are still working at the details of that, but basically we're encouraging you to come up with your own parody songs or original songs and post those online. And we will tell you what the hashtag to use for that is shortly. And then we will kind of curate those and put them together in a montage video at some point, talking about all of the creative content. Now, the reason we can do a parody song contest is a loophole in copyright law, because if it's parody, it is considered what is known as fair use copyright. So a parody song you can sing, and make sure to use the hashtag HoldPleaseCP and whatever other hashtag we come up with to specifically sort the parody songs. But this is a great challenge for the whole Beatrice community can participate in, and it's just going to be a fun way to stretch your creative muscles while you're sitting at home getting really bored and playing with your puppies or whatever. I say that because I see Heidi is watching now, and I know she is very bored at home.
I thought there was a puppy here for a
minute.
minute.
And surprise, Tyler, there's a puppy! Let's see. Speaking of other ways to participate and be involved, we are doing a Shakespeare monologue showcase called Speak the Speech. And there are details of that on our new website, on our new homepage, and so far no one has signed up, so go ahead and sign up to participate in this. And on the website it says it needs to be memorized, but we've changed our mind. You don't need to memorize it.
You can write it on your hand.
You could write it on your hand. You could have a cue card right off camera, whatever you want to do. But again, we're starting off with Shakespeare because copyright law, because we can't have just any random monologue or things like that from an actual, I almost said Shakespeare was an actual place.
That's not real theater.
Shakespeare isn't real theater. Shakespeare is long dead, and so are all of his relatives. So those works are in what's known as the public domain, so we can record you performing your favorite Shakespeare monologue. If you've always wanted to play, I'm trying to think of if you're a woman and you've always wanted to be Hamlet, you can do that.
Yep.
Or if, I've always longed to be Ophelia, whatever. Not really. But anyway, speaking of, though, other content that we're going to be generating, Tyler has an exciting thing that he is going to be doing.
Right, so a couple years ago at one of our cabarets we did as kind of a one-off little thing for me to perform, I read a story that I wrote in 4th grade called Dinosaur Vacation. And I read the first 3 or 4 chapters of that, and but I have a whole notebook full of that. I think it's like 44 pages.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. So it's a full novel-length story, not novel-length, but it's a long story that I wrote about my friends and I journeying to this island filled with dinosaurs that I wrote in 4th grade. That I'm going to be reading the entirety of here by myself, like I do every night. No. But we're actually going to be staging that as a...
Are you going to be in costume?
No, I won't be dressed as a dinosaur for that one. I will be dressed, however.
Thank you.
But we'll be streaming that as a pay-per-view hand puppets. No, it's all left to the imagination. I paint with my words, Heidi. I puppet with my words. But that will be a pay-per-view event that we're going to be setting up here that you can watch and stream from the comfort of your own homes. And of course, all of that money does go to support the theater. As next month, we were meant to produce 2 different shows here, 2 different productions at the theater. So every dollar counts at this moment, and I know people have been asking me ever since I read The Dinosaur Vacation, when are you going to do the whole thing? Well, here it is. This is what's finally bringing it out of the woodwork, resuscitating it, unfossilizing it.
65 million years in the making.
That's right. That's how long ago I was in 4th grade. But yeah, I'll be reading that here again in the next month or so as a pay-per-view event, and hopefully you guys can enjoy that. And if you really, 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 really enjoy it, I have a sequel that I wrote in 5th grade.
When he was a more sophisticated writer.
Exactly. And then I actually rewrote Dinosaur Vacation when I was in junior high as well. And I have all kinds of stuff like this. So this is a big hit. If we get a lot of support from the community, if we need to keep the theater open, I have all kinds of content, whether it's plays that I wrote a year ago or it's stories that I wrote when I was in elementary school. So I hope we get a big response for that whenever we end up doing that.
Yeah. And we do really appreciate Tyler making those available and participating, being a good sport about doing this sort of stuff. Because, as Tyler said, we were supposed to have 2 events really in the next month, and that was Flaming Idiots, which is still kind of maybe. The set is still here. Yeah. We didn't tear it down yet. Yep. And as a matter of fact, the cast tonight is having a virtual rehearsal. Oh, really? They are rehearsing online. So they are still working on that show. So hopefully we'll be able to do it once the health situation improves. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I should have known better. And those 2 things together combined actually was over $10,000 worth of revenue that the theater was anticipating generating just in the next few weeks. And so as of right now, there's no ticket sale revenue coming in. So that's one of the reasons why we're pushing out a lot of this stuff. We're making a lot of this content available for free to our community because we think that's important for our community to be able to connect. However, there is some of this content that we are going to be asking for payment for as a pay-per-view kind of thing as we figure out the logistics of how that works. That's what's going on there. I'm looking at my notes here to see what else I wanted to talk about. So how can you help in the short term? Well, first of all, you can donate. You can go to our redesigned website, and right there's a great big old donate button there, or you can donate through Facebook, though we'd actually prefer if you donated through our website because we get the money faster if you donate through our website. You can donate through Facebook, but it will be about 2 months before we get the money from Facebook. But we're still going to put donate on all of our posts right now. And by the way, don't feel like put off if you see donate on all of our posts going forward. It's just because we need to make sure that everyone remembers that we, like a lot of businesses right now, we're not generating any income. And so we just need however much support we can get is appreciated. So you can donate, you can buy merchandise. Because unlike some theaters, we actually have a whole bunch of merchandise available. Yep. And those have been selling really well.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who's bought that so far.
Yeah. And in fact, we're starting to run out of some of the stuff. Certain sizes of sweatshirts and things are starting to run out. So get them now before they are all gone. And know that money goes to support the theater and also gives you, something warm and cozy to sit in at home or drink your coffee or whatever out of. Those coffee mugs are really cool. Let's see. You can also buy gift certificates, and gift certificates will be good for you can use them anytime. I think they're good for a year. You can use them at any time going forward. You can use them for your registration for any of our classes, specifically Stars of Summer. So you can do that. Also, late next week, we will be announcing the new season lineup. We have to wait till after April 1st because of a copyright issue.
Yep.
And
for me to get the graphics done.
And for Tyler to get the graphics done. So we will be announcing the new season sometime after April 1st. And so if you want to renew your season ticket, First Nighter membership early, that would be tremendous. We weren't going to announce all this stuff for another month. It was going to be like May 1st that we were going to announce the season, but we're going to roll it out early. It's a tremendous season. It's a really, really good season. We revamped it a little bit, but I think now the revamped season has even more to be excited about. Let's see. Oh, and then on an unrelated note, thank you to everyone who answered the question yesterday that we posted about Stephen Sondheim's birthday, and we asked what Sondheim show would you like to see community players produce? And overwhelmingly, everyone who commented on that post yesterday afternoon said you want to see us produce the musical Company. Yeah, I guess we're going to do that.
Yeah, not a spoiler for next season,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. No, we're not. I will tell you, we are not doing Company next season. I'm sorry, but that will actually kind of influence our thought process going forward, maybe.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Jamie?
What would Sondheim would I like to do? Actually, you know what? Company is one of my favorite Sondheim shows.
Really?
Yeah, and so is Sweeney Todd.
I would like to do Sweeney Todd, and I like Sunday in the Park a lot too.
Yeah, and there were several people who said who commented about Sunday in the Park with George as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, I think that it's going to wrap up this week's Monday Moment. Tyler, unless you've got anything else.
Just a quick update on Scarecrow and his Servant.
Yes.
That is also still up in the air. That's our Acting Up production for this semester. Still no definitive answer on that. With school being closed until May 1st, we're still not sure how that's going off. But if at all possible, I'd really love to give the kids a chance to perform that in some shape, way, or form. But we'll just have to let you know in the future about that. So still check out our Facebook, our website. We'll get you guys as updated as we absolutely can. But thank you so much for your support in the meantime. It really, really means the world to us and to this theater. So thank you, everybody, so much. And hope to keep you a part of the community.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to wrap up this week's Monday Moment. So I keep violating the social distance rule. So thanks a lot, and we will stay in touch. Bye.